Welcome to another episode of Talkin Smack with Zigzag Zach. I'm your host, Zigzag Zach, aka 3Z, aka Darth Knowledge Mother. You already knew that. Here, hosting again, DJ Cadis and Darth Tyrannos.
Count Dooku,
here
baby.
for the triple threat on Wrestlemania review. Only available here on Sith Warfare. Let's get right to it.
Who's ready to talk some wrestling?
Talk about it. If you missed it, we had an NXT TakeOver review already posted online, and had all my predictions, which I got completely wrong for the show. Posted all that episode Talking Smack with Zigzag Zag. 3 episodes one weekend, triple threat. Like I said, we're banging it out. Let's get down to it. We'll start with the pre-show really quick, because honestly, I'm gonna tell you the pre-show stuff. You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss jack squat. If you missed the pre-show, you missed nothing.
I actually missed the pre-show.
You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss
I
nothing.
actually missed it on the way over.
It was bad. The Kalisto Ryback match was just another Raw match. The women's tag match is so boring. I went to the store to eat some pizza, and yeah, the Usos beat the Dudleys and put them to some tables, which I still didn't care about. It was another Raw match. It was it was just like I was watching Raw. Why would you do that for WrestleMania? Have Raw matches for WrestleMania?
I mean, I guess it's just the biggest show. You just want all your guys to get a little bit of shine in the show. So I guess I can understand why they would have these type of matches. But like you said, it definitely gives the feel of a Raw match. Yeah, because I actually saw the Usos and the Dudley match, and that one was it was lackluster. It wasn't anything special. Nothing special happened. It was nothing that we haven't seen on any other episode of Raw in the past couple months. So, yeah, I have to agree.
Nothing going on there. So let's give over that to the main show. They opened up with a surprisingly good ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, that was really
Yes,
good.
it was.
Very good match.
Very good.
And then
Very good match.
who thought Zack Ryder was going to be the the winner for that one?
Jeez, out of nowhere.
A lot of heavy
Crazy.
hits.
Yeah.
Stardust took a pretty crazy
Yeah,
hit.
hope you're doing good, Stardust.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I know
That's
he took
KO.
a heavy hit.
Their lab. Big shot of Stardust though, having the outfit with the polka dots and the ladder.
That was
That
awesome.
was nice. That
That
was
was
really
awesome.
nice.
It was.
And even those cool spots, a lot of hard hits, there wasn't anything we really haven't seen before, because they do ladder matches so often now. It was nothing I've seen before. But with that said, it was good.
It was very good. I was entertained the whole match.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially spots at the end where Kevin Owens almost died
Yeah.
in that ladder.
He was
Holy
very lifeless,
crap.
man. at the end.
Sami Zayn's been getting ruthless lately. Man. I don't know. You guys saw that him and Nakamura match was those guys were going in. There was some moments, and I know you said something about it in the last show. You said Sami Zayn was getting a little vicious there, and definitely seen that come out again tonight. So look out for a possible Sami Zayn hill.
Either way, he's got that. He needs that streak in him. A lot of people can't get it done.
Oh, yeah.
It's too nice.
Yeah.
He needed that streak where he can get vicious when he needs to. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely a lot. And on to the next one. What we have next?
Oh man.
Did we forget what it was? Was it not that memorable?
We
didn't forget. It was something else, and it was a women's match, wasn't it?
The women's match was. I'm
What was in
gonna go
between
so
those
far to
things?
say though. I'm gonna go so far to say that
AJ Styles?
because Jericho
Yeah,
match
AJ
was
Styles and Jericho.
it didn't reach its full potential. I think everybody felt that way. It was good. It was really good, but it felt like maybe it's because we've seen him wrestle like 3 or 4 times already. Maybe it's because just it was WrestleMania and the 2 caliber performers that we had right sitting there. We thought it could be like 4, 5, or whatever you want to call it, crazy match, but it just felt like it never kicked in the next gear that it was supposed to kick into.
Yeah.
Like it didn't go there.
I would agree. Like you said, nothing we haven't seen on Raw 2 or 3 times already in the past couple months,
Yeah.
and I definitely was expecting more of a show from these 2 guys, 2 greats in wrestling right now, and I was just hoping that WrestleMania they would have given us something maybe we haven't seen, some new moves, something, but
Those qualifications.
we didn't get any of that, man.
Raw's been better. They should have something. It's a new spot. I don't know. But it wasn't. Hey, say it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
That little promo intro they had for it, I thought was one of the better. Was Chris Jericho stalking AJ Styles on the laptop? He's all like,
that was pretty good how they put that together.
Yeah, and one of the things you say about WWE, they always have good production for all their shows. You can't shit on for that. It's very good.
That's the money can buy.
Yeah, and with Chris Jericho winning, it went along the theme of the night, which was surprises. With obviously the big surprise was freaking Zack Ryder win the title. Yeah. By far. And then Chris Jericho pulling off. I can't even call it an upset, but I guess I just assumed AJ would win and put him over since he's fresh in WWE. But nah.
Yeah. A lot of surprises tonight.
Looked up at the lights.
A lot of surprises tonight.
Looking up at the lights.
So after that, was that the women's match?
No, we had a tag team match.
Next match was New Day.
New Day. How did I
Booty-O's.
3, 2, 1.
Booty-O's.
Eat them up.
Did you have your bowl this morning?
Oh, man.
So, as always, okay, the New Day come out. 20-foot tall box of fucking Booty-O's. Excuse my language.
They spilled out.
Okay.
Spilled out of it.
That was awesome.
It was awesome, yeah. And the whole Dragon Ball Z get up.
Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic. I love the Saiyan outfits. That was over the top.
Yeah,
Awesome.
very good, very good.
If they couldn't ride on unicorns, it was the next best thing. It was the next best thing. They were killing it. The match was actually better than I expected. I mean, I was disappointed it wasn't a handicap match at first. That's how they advertised it.
Yeah.
Like,
that was
the bait and switch didn't make sense. First of all, second of all, it was 3-on-3. You think the New Day would win 3-on-3, but it didn't even make sense the way he had helped to come on the match. He wasn't in the match, so during the match, it took away some of the suspense of having a handicap match. They took away the suspense in a handicap match. I think the match suffered for it. But hey, they still put another upset tonight, another switch. New tag team champions messed up. They didn't even get to put their hands on the belts before the ladies kicked their ass.
Which was weird.
And one thing,
they didn't even hold the belts up or anything.
Didn't
which I thought
even
was
get to touch the belts.
kind of weird. Like, you win the belts and then that's like the whole point of winning. You get to hold them up at the end, but we didn't see that from the League of Nations. So we'll see what happens with that.
like always, they always have I think, out of all the matches, it's really had the New Day really captured the audience.
Yeah,
I think
right?
And I'm all about
They always do.
being able to being in touch with the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they know what to do.
Oh, and then the surprise.
Yeah.
So after all that, you had the Heartbreak Kid, Stone Cold, and
Mankind come out.
Mankind,
Mick Foley. It was cool. I love the part when they were dancing. They got Michaels to shake his ass, and they got Mick Foley start doing the deep thrust, but Stone Cold.
Yeah,
He
faked
won't
him
play
out
that.
with it.
He won't play that. You know.
I honestly thought the whole segment after that match was a little silly, in my opinion.
It was.
It was good to see Stone Cold and Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels. I mean, Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels, we always see them pretty much every WrestleMania. They come out for something.
Yeah.
But, it was cool to see Mick Foley and see those guys. But I thought the whole them getting into the brawl with the league was, I don't know. That was a little much.
Like I was okay with it. It was silly in a good way. With me, it was silly in a good way.
Yeah.
It was silly in a good way.
I was hoping for something that a story could have built off of, instead of something that just was something that happened and then that was it.
Like, you really want to keep them around like that? And it's some type of.
You mean?
It's still like a draw. You want a drawn out story, like a story leading into like.
Well, no, not so much.
Awesome.
Not that I didn't even want to see a story which involved Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley.
Yeah.
No, I just would have preferred they could have carried on into a new storyline or a new feud with another group or another tag team, something that would have just like, okay, well, they beat the New Day now, but I guess the New Day is gonna ask for their rematch, probably on Raw.
Yeah.
They'll probably drag it out until the next pay-per-view.
Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So typical WWE stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was good fun. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it, but I see your point, and I had that issue came up to me. We'll get back to that with The Rock. That's my issue I have with The Rock segment, what you just said.
Right.
That's my issue with The Rock, but we'll get back to that in a little bit. So that was pretty good. Then he went straight into the Brock Lesnar match, with Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
I have to say I was let down. I don't know how y'all feel, but I really did. Well, I really wasn't feeling the match from the jump. When Dean Ambrose, he didn't even bring out his wagon from Monday night. He didn't bring out his weapon wagon. So from the jump, I was already like,
there's some continuity issues.
yeah, from the jump, it was like, what was that about? And they didn't really do very much hardcore or anything. It was just a street fight, but okay, the chainsaw was stupid fun. I'm not even gonna diss on that. That's what it was. But candlesticks and chairs, it wasn't even all that. It really wasn't all that. And they missed their spots on the chairs like 2 times.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar German suplex over the chairs and landed on
They
himself.
dumped Brock.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. And when he went for the DDT, the Dirty Deeds didn't even hit him. I don't know, maybe he wasn't supposed to, but he didn't even hit it on the piles of chairs. I mean, he took a lot of suplexes. I love seeing Brock Lesnar give suplexes, but in a street fight, I just wanted something more.
Yeah,
I really
some
wanted
blood,
something more.
maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody
blood
carried
would
out
help.
on a stretcher,
Yeah,
perhaps.
blood would have helped, but I mean, it wouldn't be necessary, but it would have helped because little we got there. I mean, and even when Brock Lesnar came in through candlesticks, I want to do some Roman Reigns shit like that. Some stuff. He was like, but no, he just.
Yeah.
It was what it was. It wasn't a bad match. It just maybe my expectations too high for Brock Lesnar match. Maybe.
I mean, I know he has the ability to do other moves other
Yeah.
than a German
Yeah.
suplex,
Yeah,
but for some reason he feels as though that's all he needs to do to put on a show.
Couple overhead bellies, but
Yeah, 2 moves, pretty much 3 moves, including the F5, which is a finisher. So, I mean, you know, it's nothing we haven't seen already.
it really
We've
wasn't.
seen Brock do this pretty much in the last 4 or 5 main event matches that he's had. I mean, is this all that we can expect from Brock Lesnar at this point? I mean, it's getting kind of old, Brock. Might need to change it up a little bit, man.
With Dean Ambrose too, it was like maybe my expectations are too high for these guys. Same with AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. Maybe my expectations are too high for WrestleMania. Because going in, I was like, yo, Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose probably gonna steal the show.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I would have had my money they were stealing the show and they didn't.
Yeah.
So I was pretty disappointed with that match.
Yeah, but it was still entertainment.
It was entertaining. I'm not gonna front. It was entertaining. It wasn't bad. It
just wasn't as good as we would have liked it to be.
didn't feel WrestleMania worthy.
Yeah.
And
For as much as they built it up, I
Yeah.
mean,
the build was better than the match.
yeah, it definitely got me psyched up for
Yeah.
a bunch of nothing, pretty much, or
Yeah,
something that I could have saw on Raw.
I know,
We'll
right?
probably see tomorrow night a repeat of the
Oh,
same
man.
damn thing. So, you know, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah, it was alright. Alright, I guess we're going to the women. And I'm gonna say this. My favorite match of the night. I don't know how you guys feel. I felt it was the best
The
match
best.
of the night. The Divas. Up to the women. Women stole the show. Best match of the night. Best, hands down. Best match of the night.
Yeah, and it shows that they're really taking women's wrestling in the WWE series.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
really, letting them, giving them the time to do something really good,
they didn't cut
and then
them
doing
off.
something good with that time.
Right.
Yeah, I even appreciated even the entrances were on
Oh,
point.
yeah. Oh,
They,
yeah.
they do. I mean, Triple H's look cool, and so was Undertaker's, but even the women, I think women had the best entrances tonight too.
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
I
I
would
mean,
agree.
Becky Lynch had her whole steampunk thing on with the smoke and steam coming up, and Sasha Banks with Snoop Dogg and other girl doing her
That was
song.
awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah,
Snoop D-O double G.
And I like her, or Eddie Guerrero tights, whole stuff of her, saying, after seeing that match, Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar, that's nice. She would say she want to be a wrestler. That was a good story. And Charlotte, with the robe from her father, little pieces of it, whatever they said.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, their entrances were.
It was awesome. She had the
Good.
fireworks come up in the back also.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope.
And the new women's championship is sexy.
Oh yeah,
It's
that is
sexy.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful championship.
Thanks for throwing
yeah.
away the tramp stamp title.
Yeah,
Thank you.
get that out of there. We
Yeah,
don't
that's
ever
us.
want to see that again.
Never again. Never again. It's a shame.
Yeah.
The new generation. Yo, the women's belt, right? Maybe it's because it's so ingrained in my mind. It looks better than the men's belt.
It does.
It looks.
Yeah,
I agree.
It looks like the best belt in the company,
Yeah.
and that's not a bad thing. It was
That
really
just goes
good.
to show how much
It's
faith they
progressed.
have in
Yeah,
this
in
women's
women.
division right
Yep.
now,
Yep,
which is definitely a breath of fresh air.
it has been. It has been.
Definitely.
Because if you're gonna invest time and money in something,
Yeah,
do it right. You know.
Yeah.
But
And the match
Definitely.
was awesome.
definitely the best match of the night.
Yeah, there was they had counters, they had submission spots. There was of course a little of the old triple threat phone where somebody's laid outside the ring, but they had enough where all three were in getting in fights that it was really
And you're
good. They kept
missing
momentum up.
one of the magical ingredients in this fight. Ric Flair.
Woo! His facial expressions were awesome the whole
Yeah.
time. Especially when Charlotte got mad, she was like, "Damn!" That was awesome.
They also took a dive from Becky Lynch also. so
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They actually got involved in the match.
Big shout out to all three women. They did their jobs.
Yes.
I was rooting for Sasha, but I was okay with Charlotte winning. When the match is that good, I don't care who wins. That match was really
Yeah.
freaking good.
I did think Sasha was gonna win it though. They seem to be building her up for it.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to wait and watch Raw and see what happens on next week's show. I think I definitely think she's gonna request some type of rematch. Maybe it might be another triple threat rematch, or it might just be her and Charlotte. But I definitely see Sasha Banks winning the
Yeah.
WWE Women's
Yeah.
belt
Probably
soon.
Extreme Rules or something like that.
Very soon.
Yeah, she needs it. But yeah, big congratulations, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. That match was ridiculous, and especially because they had a hell of a cell right afterwards. And I'm still sitting there saying I enjoyed it more.
Yeah, it really was the best match
Yeah.
of the night. It really was. So that says a lot.
Before I stroked the Eagles a little too much. Hell in a cell. it was good.
Shane
It was really good.
Mac.
He really brought the money.
Okay.
He really brought the money.
Oh,
So, before we get into the before we get to the finish, which was is a whole different topic here, what did y'all think about the match?
It was great.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I thought it was a great match.
Yeah.
Considering Shane McMahon isn't a wrestler.
Yeah. It felt like he didn't lose a step.
No, not at all. He seemed to be in great shape, great condition. Yeah, man. I mean, he definitely held his own. I thought it was going to be a one-sided match with the Undertaker doing most of, but Shane O'Mac was definitely holding his own, man. So shout out Shane O'Mac, man. You still got it, bro. Still got it.
Yeah.
And the match was awesome.
Like his dad says, he balls the size of grapefruits for that jump off the cell. To my recollection, nobody's ever actually jumped off the cell before. I mean, I remember Ambrose and Rollins falling off the side before they get thrown off or choke slammed through.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's actually jumped. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think anybody's actually jumped up and off
Yeah.
and landed. And
That was the first. Yeah.
And who would have thought it'd be the boss's son
of all people.
showing it
And
off?
then the last minute pull away of Undertaker, just like
Yeah.
kind of rolling off
man,
the
yeah.
table.
Shane took all of that table, man. He got every inch of that table. It looked like it hurt so bad,
Yeah,
man.
it
It
did.
really looked like it hurt.
That was
a lot.
a heartbreaker when he moved. That was a
Yeah.
heartbreaker.
Yeah.
I wanted him to actually land the move, but
We knew the match was over after
oh
that.
man, it was just.
That was a heartbreaker.
It was scary to watch, man. I just, when I seen him hit the table, man, it just.
It's collapsed.
I was hoping there was some type of padding under
Yeah,
there
we
or
were
something.
like.
Because I don't know how he got up from that.
Stretcher job afterwards.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we know he's all right, man. So we'll look forward to seeing him on Raw tomorrow night, man. I hope they come out and I will say this though, one thing. Me and Zach were talking earlier, and we were thinking that there could possibly have been a Shane and Vince McMahon cahoots situation or plot, however you want to put it, But it didn't pan out that way.
Or even if it wasn't cahoots, like I just wanted somebody to run in.
Right.
Even if Vince sending somebody in to finish Shane off, or Shane throwing some money up to get somebody to come and help him out, nobody came out.
Yeah.
Not the Mean Street Posse, not anybody. I was really hoping for the Wyatt family to come in and mess the match up because what Undertaker's done here over this past year. But the Wyatt family, we'll talk about the Wyatt family in a few minutes. But
Yeah.
nobody came out. I was really hoping they would come out. Nobody came out. I don't see what the whole point of bringing Shane back was for him to lose.
That's the big question mark.
Yes, I don't see.
Why did they do all of this? Build it all up just to have Shane lose.
But
that's what makes me feel like there has to be some type of plot twist that's gonna happen tomorrow night.
What's gonna happen? Yeah.
But the biggest thing was the
though.
feats that he pulled off.
Yeah.
You know, the jump across the ring.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean, and then also him coming off the cell. You know, you're gonna remember the feat of what happened tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You are. But it's almost like every time you think WWE's gonna do something to get better, they don't. Like they say they want to change their ways and they don't. Like you're gonna catch Shane and give us like a ray of little sunshine just to make it rain again. They really do need to shake things up a little more. You know, kind of hoping Shane would do that, but we'll see. Like you said,
we'll see.
They could do some.
I will be watching. Definitely.
They do some else on Raw. Who knows? Who knows about that? All right. So then
we had The Rock come out.
Do his
after that.
How long of a speech that was? That whole thing.
So The Rock comes out, does his usual Rock thing, you know, get the crowd all pumped up. He's talking about being in Dallas and blah blah blah, you know. And then guess who comes out? Bray Wyatt. Okay. At this point, we're all like, whoa, like, you know, this is pretty awesome. Like, you know, we didn't really know what to expect because we wanted to see Bray Wyatt, but didn't know if he was even going to be involved in the show or not. So, yeah. And,
turn out being flaming garbage.
they actually pumped up a match. Rock calls out a referee after a couple minutes of him and Bray Wyatt calling each other names and going back and forth, which was a little entertaining. You know, it was funny. I'll give it that. It was a little funny. You know, and they build up this whole thing for a match, and we're looking at all wide-eyed, looking at each other, thinking we about to see Bray Wyatt versus The Rock, and I'm like, how do they not even promote this type of a match for WrestleMania? And then guess who gets in the ring?
Why does he get a match? Why does Eric Rowan get a WrestleMania match right now? What did he do?
Eric Rowan gets in the ring. And it actually is gonna challenge The Rock to a match.
Oh my goodness!
The Rock actually had his wrestling gear on. He was ready.
It was. I hated it. I'm sorry. Look, I've never said this before about anything The Rock's done because I'm a huge Rock fan. He's my favorite wrestler of all freaking time. The great one, who can do almost no wrong. But this was crap. I'm sorry, it was crap. Yeah, I'm tired of Bray Wyatt getting treated like crap. He should be one of the top guys in the company. His gimmick is awesome. He can cut a fantastic promo, but they've turned to meandering promos because nothing ever happens. He's a choke artist. Any big thing happens, he loses. They made him a choke artist. They're making him a joke. It's freaking ridiculous. And they could have used him in so many better ways this match. They could have, in the whole night, they could have had him interrupt on the cell. They could have had him in the Battle Royale, had him or one of his dudes win it. Yeah. No, they lay waste to The Rock and John Cena. So, and nothing's ever going to come of this. All that happened was Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were embarrassed by The Rock and John Cena. The Rock's not going to hang around. And even if he did, he wouldn't get retribution. He's already had a program with John Cena where he beat John Cena one time because a kid started singing. And John Cena squashed him like 3 other times. So that just stopped him dead in his heat. So it's like, if they care about Bray Wyatt so much and everybody likes him so much, why don't you just let him win? Why are you trying to make him a loser? This is what the social outcasts were for. Yeah. Why didn't you just have the social outcast get beaten by The Rock, and then to have Bray Wyatt do the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. This was so dumb. I'm so pissed at how they're treating Bray Wyatt. Like, it just left a sour taste in my mouth.
I mean, I agree with you about the whole Bray Wyatt thing. I don't understand why they always build him up just to bring him down. Fortunately for Bray Wyatt, he has a very strong fan base.
Yeah.
So, despite everything that has happened to him thus far, when he steps out at WrestleMania tonight, he's 100,000 people holding up their cell phones, flashing their lights, being fireflies. And The Rock even acknowledges that.
Why can't you let him win?
The Rock even acknowledges how good Bray Wyatt is. And for some reason, WWE just keeps him on the shelf,
man. An important match, please. Just let him win something that matters.
It would be nice to see. It would be nice to see. Did we skip the battle royal?
We did.
Sorry about that.
It's all
kind of jumped the gun.
We're mashing it was a lot of wrestling tonight. Yeah. So, but the battle royale, that was crap too. That was crap.
Who won that one?
Battle royale.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, NXT.
Shout out to Baron Corbin.
Yeah. I'm not even the biggest Baron Corbin fan.
I like Baron Corbin.
But I wasn't against him winning. I'm not mad that he won because I look at it, of all the other people that had in the match, it was like a loser royale. Where the first couple battle royals they had for Andre the Giant Memorial, they actually had some big stars though. Besides surprise entry of DDP and Shaq, and of course Big Show and Kane
Shaquille O'Neal.
The rest of them were crap. I like Tyler Breeze, but they haven't been treated like a big deal.
Oh man, that was crazy to see Shaq come out. I did not expect that.
I don't think anybody.
Nobody expected Shaq.
And he brought the icy. He brought the icy hot.
He felt no pain.
He felt no pain in that match at all. He was completely icy hot down. All the joints were rubbed. Okay, we're feeling hot. And man, it was cool. I mean, it was cool, you know.
I enjoyed Shaq. I enjoyed it. I wasn't mad about that at all. I enjoyed the whole.
I feel like that's something that could have been on a pre-show. I would have rather them show the United States Championship a little bit more respect and have it be a part of the actual show, and then have that battle royale, which obviously the WWE didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? So why not have given us that during the pre-show and actually defend one of your titles on the actual main event? I don't know. This is something you're gonna have to ask the WWE writers about, because they can give you a better answer for it than I can. But
man, I knew this would happen.
I would have rather seen that. But hey,
I knew this would happen, man. As soon as they did you, I was like, give it 2 or 3 years, and I stopped caring about it, and it's gonna stop being important.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, they kept it as a part of the main event, so I guess that was their way of trying to care about it, but not putting the quality of wrestlers involved in it to actually make it worthwhile.
It's a job squad, 2016.
Yeah, there was pretty much the butt end of the WWE talent that was in that match, and you know, with the exception of a couple legends like Big Show and Kane.
DDP was nice to see.
Yeah.
It's Tom didn't even get an entrance. He didn't get an entrance to the poor guy. Yeah. All right, well, on from that crap, that Bray Wyatt should have freaking won. He wasn't even in. The main event.
Main event.
We already knew it was gonna happen. It was
my boy Triple H. Okay. First of all, let's start off with the entrances, because I was expecting Triple H to come out with this epic entrance. Now, it was okay.
It was cool.
You know, Stephanie McMahon is, you know, she's great on the mic. She's a great talker. She talked them up. It was a great introduction. I just felt like last year's Triple H entrance with the whole Terminator theme and him coming up out of the floor. I mean, that was pretty special compared to what they did tonight, which was a little, you know, I mean, it just wasn't. I just felt it would have been either on the same level as last year or better, but it was actually not as good as that. So, you know.
It was whack the champ didn't come out last. That was whack.
They've been doing that a lot lately too, man. I really don't understand what's the deal with that. It's cool. Tradition in wrestling. I mean, you watch any other company, all their champs come out last. WWE is the only one who will bring your champion out first and then have your challenger come out second. which is kind of weird, but
And it made no sense. Like I said, this whole time, this main event's made no sense because the good guys getting booed and the bad guys getting cheered. The match never made sense in the first place. It was bad storytelling, and it continued the night with another boring match. The match was boring.
it was boring.
They had a couple cool spots like the neck breaker off the table, and it really, I mean, I guess picked up in the last few minutes. But
Yeah, that was.
do I have to wait till the last few minutes for a good match?
Tisk WWE.
And it's not even so much as like Roman Reigns is a 14-time world champ. Triple H should have had more experience to carry this guy to a better match.
But who doesn't like gearing up for a Superman punch?
He's gonna masturbate his hand.
Did it about 3 times tonight.
Yeah.
Well, so you now have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion in
Got
Roman
moved out the
Reigns.
building.
Finally, I, for one, in a way, am happy to see Roman Reigns win the belt just because it will hurry up the process to get him out of there as the champ and brings either, hopefully Seth Rollins will be back soon,
Just getting out the way.
get him out of the way. I mean, he's paid his dues. I'll give him that. He's paid. Roman, you have paid your dues. I've been watching you over the past year. You have definitely been in some of the most grueling matches I've seen over the past year.
And they weren't very good. Not
Yeah,
very good
I
ones.
mean, you've taken some beatings, but
And matches still weren't very good.
you've been screwed.
You still can't wrestle very well. You still can't talk very well.
Now, allow me to lighten up on the WWE a little bit. Tonight was weak, but NXT, we watched
Yeah.
on Friday.
NXT was off the chain.
NXT was
off
on
the chain.
man. It was on point. And I just feel like too. I know you're probably being real hard on right now, but I mean, think about how much if you there, think of how much money you paid and all that stuff to go out there to watch that. I mean, you probably still ecstatic. I mean, yeah, you're at WrestleMania, but
Yeah.
they feel like you deserve better for your
Yeah.
your main your freaking Super Bowl.
And that's why I can't rate this like a normal show. I'll say this. If this was a normal show on the WWE calendar, like Extreme Rules or Over the Limit or something like that, I'd be like, this was a really good show. But this is WrestleMania, so the bar is higher. So it's just a mediocre show. I felt like it's one of the most mediocre WrestleManias I've ever watched. And I went back, and I've seen all of them. I went back in the past year and watched every single WrestleMania. There's been some bad ones. Worse than this, definitely. There's been some bad ones. There's been some fantastic ones. And this falls. I'd say it falls right in the middle. This is the decent WrestleMania. That's all I can say. I'm going to have to sleep on it before I give you an answer. Because it is WrestleMania. But on the next episode of Talkin Smack and Zigzag Zach, coming out, as usual, Friday nights. Or Friday during the day, sometime Friday. I'll have to sleep on it and give y'all my final opinion of which one did better, NXT TakeOver or WrestleMania 32.
WrestleMania.
So which one did better? I'll have to sleep on it really. But so what do you guys think? On this show I like to give the 2 thumbs down in the middle or 2 thumbs up. What y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna give it a 1 up, 1 down. There were some really good matches that I enjoyed. Probably about 3, literally 3. The women's match, the Shane McMahon and Undertaker match, and the ladder match. Those were the 3 matches that I really enjoyed. I felt like those 3 matches carried the show.
They did. What do you think? What do you think, Cadence?
I will have to just copy Dooku's answer because literally, I feel the same way. It's just like,
Yeah, the answers were too obvious. I give it the same thing. The answers were too obvious. Like the Dean Ambrose Brock Lesnar match was decent but let down. AJ Styles Jericho match was decent but it let down. The Royale was trash. The main event we knew was gonna be whack, and it was. Every show on the pre-show was whack. No offense, Kalisto. I know y'all tried his Raw match. I mean,
the tag match was pretty good.
I didn't think about that.
I enjoyed it,
It
but
was good.
compared to those 3 matches that I named,
Yeah. I would have thought, and again, going into this, honestly, I thought New Day and the Dean Ambrose match. Those two matches would have been the top two, but they weren't. But they were in the middle. They weren't bad. But yeah, like you said, the Divas title match, the Hell in a Cell match, and women's. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're not gonna call it Divas.
Women's title
Women's.
match. The ladder match and Hell in a Cell
I think
match.
they've earned
so
that.
long.
I think they've earned that title.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to give WrestleMania thumbs in the middle.
Could have been better, but you gave us 6.5 hours of a show, so
It should have been better with all that time.
I mean, yeah.
All that time had it could have been better. Oh yeah, and 2 thumbs down for the Rock match. That was a terrible match.
That wasn't even a match.
Terrible 6
that was.
that was a continued destruction of the Wyatt family
Could that
image.
have been the quickest match in WWE history?
It might have been.
I mean, I know Daniel Bryan lost, and
It was a little longer than that.
yeah, I think it was over 10 seconds.
I don't know how quickly
But-
Kane beat Chavo Guerrero that one year. And I know where Mysterio smacked around JBO really quick one year. There's been a lot of quick matches. We had to look it up, I don't know. But yeah, that's our report. It was a good but not great WrestleMania. Of course, wrestling is always fun. Had a good time. Thanks to you guys hosting it for me.
Thank you for having us.
As always, check out Instagram at Sixth Clan Music, Facebook.com/The Sixth Clan. Find out everything, music, the Dark Side blog, everything else at SithClan.com. And last but not least, here on YouTube at Sith Warfare, we find out everything. Talk Smack and Zigzag Zach, reviews, music videos, vlogs, his PS4 live streams and reactions and trailers. We're getting it in. So stay tuned. And as always, for watching, stay a fan. Yeah.